Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 German premium medium tank, the Raumpanzer. I never know how to pronounce it, but it's a really cool vehicle. I wouldn't say it's the best at really anything. It's got a troll frontal plate because of the plow it features, but because of that, it's not the fastest medium tank, only going at a top speed of 42. At least it features a decent power to weight, but it's a heavy vehicle at 60 tons. The Raumpanzer's real strength is actually the gun, with pretty good dispersion, great aiming time, and pretty solid DPM, even really good penetration. So it's honestly a really weird jack-of-all-trades type of tank. The reason I wanted to play it in today's video was for two things. A, to just talk about something that's unique that I haven't reviewed in a very long time. And B, it is to ram people. I want to see if we can get at least one or maybe even two rams out by the time this video ends. So that is my goal. Now, it's going to be dependent really on what tiers we fight. If we go up against tier 8 and 9, it's going to be a lot harder to ram people because obviously, trying to ram a tier 9 is not going to be that easy when it's slapping me for double the alpha. But if I'm going up against tier 7s, it is very, very possible to go ram into an M41 Bulldog or an AMX series tank. So I'm hoping that Wargaming gives me some good matchmaking here. Alright, well, this isn't a bad lineup, I'll be honest. The SP is an easy tank to deal with, same for the T25 too, and the T49 can be a very easy ram. So, this is not an awful lineup at all. Now, the Raumpanzer itself is a pretty solid tank, even without the ramming capabilities it has. It's got a really amazing gun, and when you add that into the fact that it's got pretty troll armor all over the hull, it's not a bad vehicle. The only thing about the Raumpanzer that is a bit tricky is that hatch. It's just like the 59 Patton, and obviously when you got a massive hongler bongler sitting on your roof, it's pretty easy to get shot up. So that is one of the only downsides of this tank you do have to keep in mind when trying to use it, is that being hatched will be quite common. So there's the enemy T49. Unfortunately, we did not end up hitting him, but T49 during the stock gun. Very interesting. Alright, well, there goes the T49's health already. Alright, let's see if we can get some shells into him. Oh yeah, ramming speed. You know what? That was actually 140 damage. That's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. Alright, well, not an awful result so far. We got the enemy T32 pushing up, and there you go. Nice shell into the T32. Now we're going to reload again and bonk him again. There you go. This is where that DPM on this tank is actually really solid. Now, while I do want to ram a lot of tanks, ramming the T32 is probably not the best decision, but we can still very easily just rip into this tank with my pretty solid DPM. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get another shot in. Hopefully the T49 finishes him off. Come on. Oh my cringe. Alright, well, it's fine. We only needed one shell to finish him off anyway. Alright, well, we got the Tiger P over here now, and we're going to get one shell into him. There you go, nice bounce. Well, I guess the only ram we're going to get this game is 140 damage just because of the situation we have here. Now, this is a good example of a player that does not understand how to pen the Raumpanzer, and this is where the tank does a very good job. People that don't understand how to pen it allow this thing to just absolutely farm them because of the super solid DPM it features. So we are just ripping into this Tiger P. T49 gets a nice pennon, and we're going to load in a premium shell and finish off the Tiger P. So just right there alone, we were able to deal over 3,000 damage with the tank's great DPM, with the armor, and with that little love tap on the T49. At this point, they have a T25-2 left and a KV-4. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any of this damage out just because of the fact we're not the fastest. I wouldn't call the Raumpanzer slow, but I also wouldn't call it very fast, which is a bit of a downside, but I think we actually might be able to get to the KV-4. I'm pretty sure the T25-2 is camping over at A. Yeah, kind of what I figured. So it's going to be very hard to get to that T25-2, but we can squeeze our way on through over here and bonk. There you go. Nice shell once into the KV-4. This is actually going to be a pretty solid game for damage, I got to be honest. We are absolutely farming the enemy lineup as of now. Alright, well, let's keep on farming. I'm not going to complain at all. I'm going to take full advantage of this. Oh, yeah. Put on our adrenaline. Let's keep on going. Bonk. There's another easy shell. The KV-4's got like all of his modules damaged, which must absolutely suck for him. There you go. Another easy shell in. With that, we're over 4,000 at this point. There you... Oh, what? What? Cringe. Oh, well. Either way, not a bad result. That was a very, very easy game. Over 4,000 damage dealt. A pretty solid victory. And a great example of the Raumpanzer. There you go, 4,242, while assisting as well, 1,400. So no wonder we pull out an ace. I would expect to make at least 200,000, and there you go. Not a bad first battle at all. Let's do one more game and see how the Raumpanzer does. Now, as I said, I'm trying to get a ram out. That first battle wasn't the best ram. That T-49 was really the only tank we could have rammed. It looks like we got that SP killed just by spotting him. Maybe one of our tank destroyers or something with Big Alpha nuked him in the crossing. But, oh well. Alright, battle number 2, and yeah, ramming does not appear it's going to be too much of a thing. We're up against 2 E75s and a K91. Oh boy. Well, that's a strong lineup if I've ever seen one. Nice thing about the Raumpanzer is it's a Patton series tank, which means you can, obviously, use your hull down capabilities on a ridgeline like B. Now, having hatches are a big downside. I've always wondered how people are able to hit hatches so easily, but then I played on mobile for comp, and then I realized how easy it is to hit hatches on mobile, and I was like, that's why. Hitting hatches on PC is a lot harder than it is on mobile, at least for me. But let's make our way over towards B and see what we can do. Hello. What's going to go here? Now, there is the enemy Jagdpanther 2, and there's the 75s. Okay, well, oh, that's their whole lineup, essentially. All right, well, I'm not fully excited for that. Let's just wait for that E75 to cross so we can get some farm into him. There's one shell into the E75. And if he's not going to repair his ammo rack, I'm going to shoot him in the same spot. Come on. Let me ammo rack him. Oh yeah. Stay right there. Beautiful. Yes, let me just farm you. What? Okay. Sir just turned his tank, shot, and hit me. That is the cringest thing I have ever seen, game. Alright, well, let's just get a nice slap into the K91, reload. I mean, the enemy team may have deadly tanks, but they are definitely not using them to their fullest potential. We have already absolutely just demolished the enemy lineup on everything they've tried doing. Let's get a shell into the Jagdpanther. There you go, one nice slap into his tank. And we got the E75 over here as well. There you go. Oh, another ammo rack crit. Come on. I want to ammo rack these guys. Well, maybe not. He's shown me his lower plate now. But still, I'll take advantage of that. We're over 2,000 damage at this point because of the fact we have all this great DPM. There you go. Another nice slap. These E75s, I think, are both stock, which is absolutely painful for their team. There you go. Another nice slap out. We did get shot by the one E75 there, but not too much of a worry. Now we're going to start getting slaps into the enemy T49, although looks like that T49 is not going to be at least a target available to shoot as of yet. Well, let's see what we can do here. The T49 is pushing. He's getting demolished by the Tortoise, but I'll get a free shell in if I can. Not too bad. We're over 3,000 damage at this point. Jagdpanther's crossing, and bonk. What? Okay, let's try that again. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and a bonk. There you go. Nice shell to the Jagdpanther. He's dead already. The Jagdpanther is a goner. Alright, well, at this point, we got the enemy E75, and we got one over here. Bonk. There you go. Now, you'll notice the pen on this tank is very, very good. It's got plenty to easily cut through a tank like the E75. Even this one with the top turret, I can very easily cut through. No problems whatsoever, and it allows this tank to be quite strong. I mean, having this much pen on a tier 8 medium allows it to just absolutely dominate, as you can see. So there you go. Long live the enemy E75. Now we got the K91 over here, who we got a nice tracking slap into. We've assisted 1,500 at this point. We're going to reload again, and bonk. There you go. Another nice 200 slap there. Our E75 finishes off the enemy E75. We're going to go down this hill here, and I was going to say finish off the other E75, but you know what? That was a pretty solid game. I don't even care about the ramming. That was a really, really solid game to showcase where, even though you may not have the most alpha, you may be up against tanks that are a lot deadlier than you, but still farm 4,500 damage and assist 1,500. That was a 6,000 combined damage game, and that's our second ace in a row for another 200,000 credits. So, yeah, pretty solid if I say so. I mean, you can see those were the only two battles I played in the tank. So, yeah, I gotta say the the Rhino is just a really solid tank. It's definitely not the best, but it can be very solid if you use it correctly. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.